Good day. I'm Kubeshini Govender, Chief Education Specialist at the Western Cape Education Department. As part of my portfolio, I'm responsible for the Representative Council of Learners at all of our schools within the Western Cape Education Department. We are focused on promoting learner leadership, accountability, and integrity. I'm also a thought leader on inclusion and diversity, and it is therefore very, very important for me to contribute today to today's awareness on diabetes on this International World Diabetes Day. As the Western Cape Education Department, we are focused on health promoting schools. It is important for us that our children not only thrive academically, but also get a holistic sense of well-being whilst they're at school. We know that schools are at the heart of communities, and therefore it is important that schools contribute to healthcare as well, although we are not primarily responsible for healthcare. That is the portfolio of the Department of Health. But we do partner with both the Department of Health and the Department of Social Development to ensure that our children are not only physically healthy, but also lead healthy lifestyles and have a sense of mental well-being. Central to our provision of programs is also our partnerships with non-governmental organizations and not-for-profit organizations who seek to keep the child at the center of its programs. We promote a sense of mindfulness and the growth mindset through our Transform to Perform programs. Our programs such as the Life Skills program at schools and the Life Orientation curriculum allow us to talk about subjects such as lifestyles, the foods we eat, exercise, sport, the role of sport in our lives, and why it is important to make sure that we have an all-round, well-balanced lifestyle. Our school feeding programs are definitely geared towards giving our children as much nutrition as we can through the kinds of meals we provide for them. Many of our schools have the Sustainable Food Garden programs, and we know of children who love working in the gardens, especially during break and after school. This is so important for them to grow, to nourish the vegetables, to harvest them, and then to see their very products, the success of their labor, go into the pots of food that are prepared for them and their fellow learners at the schools. This in itself is a life skill that our learners learn. Our values programs with a value for each month also ensures that we are creating awareness around diabetes, around lifestyle, around health issues. One of the very important things for me, as well as our department, is the role of parents and governance in terms of the tuck shops, as well as the kinds of foods that are sold in the tuck shops. Here in the Western Cape, we'd like to move away from the dominant food culture of chip rolls, kusistas, samosas, and pies. We want our children to eat healthy. So we appeal to our governing bodies, as well as our parent communities, to ensure that our tuck shops are stocked with healthy foods, that our children do not get tartrazine-filled and colorant supplements in their foods, that they're not provided with cheap alternatives. Now, in our affluent communities, this is managed very well because our parents are educated, they have an awareness of what goes into their children's mouths. They engage in other fundraising ventures so that the school generates income. However, in many of our poorer communities, the tuck shop is a central focus for raising funds. And our children become the victims then of cheap products. So we are appealing to our governing bodies to make sure that the juices that they sell are not filled with sugar, that we move towards more healthy options like water, that we sell yogurt, that we have fresh fruit, and that whatever food we provide to our learners is the healthy alternative. As an education department, we send out circulars, we send out notices, we have videos, etc. But at the end of the day, a healthy lifestyle begins in the home. There are far too many children who are presenting with more incidents of diabetes these days than previously. Our schools are in the middle of assisting our learners manage their insulin intake, and our admin personnel at the school assist our learners with this. We want to reduce the incidence of diabetes. We want to reduce insulin dependency. We want to promote a healthier lifestyle. We want our children to have a more positive self-image of themselves so that they build a strong self-concept. And all of this can happen through them being aware of what they put into their mouths. One of the previous speakers just now said, the tongue is the first port of taste and touch for food. And let us make sure that what our tongue touches is good for our bodies. I thank you.